Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Legendary video. So today we're going to go over the third preview and presumably the last for the Black Panther set. Before we kind of jump into it here, Killmonger is going to be a mastermind, hopefully. Or, yeah, I'm assuming, yeah. Before we kind of get into it, there will be no playthrough this week. A lot of stuff's going on with work, at home. I'm kind of just kind of getting over being sick a little bit. So no playthrough this week. The Black Panther set should be coming out a week from because today's the 27th, so a week from today, and then hopefully I get it within a couple days after that, and then the next playthrough we do will be for Thor: Love and Thunder, and then we'll do Miss Marvel, and then somewhere in that we'll do Black Panther stuff. So what I may end up doing is doing the Thor stuff, and then maybe Black Panther playthrough, then Miss Marvel, and then the other Black Panther playthrough. So that's probably kind of what the next little bit looks like. And also, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but the Wakanda Forever trailer dropped this past weekend. Looks amazing. Got me a little emotional, but I think it's going to be incredible. So anyway, enough of that. We'll talk about that later. Let's get into the preview here. So Legendary Black Panther card preview, The Wounds of Conquest. We are arriving now on at the last of our looks into what Wakanda brings in Legendary Black Panther, along with all the craft and cunning we've already shared. There's yet another twist on a familiar staple, the game Wounds. Wounds have been the bane of many hand in Legendary, and often throwing off your well-made deck at the worst possible timing. Instead of being affected by those cards, how would you like to be the one to deal them out? So we have the uncommon of General Okoye, Sovereign Bodyguard. Once per turn, when a player gains a wound, you may reveal this card to return that wound to the wound stack, draw a card, and wound a villain. Okay, so putting wounds on villains. Yes, it's now possible to wound a villain. Whenever a card prompts you to do so, put a wound onto a villain from the wound stack or from the KO pile. The villain gets -1 attack for each wound on it. When the villain is defeated or leaves the city, return all wounds to the wound stack. So you could actually, in theory, take them from the KO pile and then they'd end up returning back to the wound stack. And then you can think about it, because right, it says put a wound onto the villain from the wound stack or from the KO pile, and then when the villain's defeated, return to the wound stack. So all those schemes that say, like Legacy Virus or whatever, that say put so many wounds in here and then the evil wins when the wound stack runs out, you could get rid of the wounds for whatever reason, wound a villain, kill the villain, and then replenish the wound stack to kind of prolong that evil wins condition. So that's kind of neat. So with this, it's possible to bring villains down to 0 or even into negatives. This won't cause them to defeat it instantly. They still must be fought, but you're able to do so for free. As for if they reach negative attack value, that's treated as 0, so no refunds. Probably they did that to kind of clarify, like Microsoft size change, you do get you essentially, like, if you exceed it, you get that back. So like if you have, yeah, you guys know. All right, then we have presumably the uncommon for Queen Storm, Forked Lightning, and this one's a multicolor card. That one wasn't. So it's red and blue. Wound a villain on the rooftops or bridge, of course. And then if you play a blue and a red hero, gain Throne's favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to wound the mastermind twice. That's awesome. Some cards specifically say to wound the mastermind. This works the same way as villains, though whenever you fight one mastermind tactic, their wounds will return to the stack. That's not the only way the wounds can be removed from villains or masterminds, though. Certain villains are more capable of doing that, or just doing that. So we've got, let's talk about this artwork for a second. It is so good. Like, the aesthetic of the artwork is incredible. And it's so different than what we've had before. It's really great. I'm really a big fan of it, especially this Killmonger stuff. It's super good. So we have here this is not going to come up for a while. We've got Killmonger's League, Villain Prey, Ambush. Each player reveals a yellow hero or gains a wound. Go back. Okay. Each player reveals a yellow hero, gains a wound. That was on the mastermind or villain. When Prey has more than 0 attack, you cannot fight him. Instead, you may spend attack equal to his wounds. You can spend attack equal to his attack to wound him and draw a card. So, interesting. So you'd have to spend 3 attack to give him a wound, you draw a card. And then you can spend 2 attack, get a wound, give him a wound, draw a card, and so on and so forth. And then when each player reveals it or gains a wound that was on a mastermind villain. Okay. And then you've got Malice here, who is also Killmonger's League. Ambush, return a wound from the mastermind and from each villain to the wound stack. Well, Malice has more than 0 attack. You cannot fight her. Instead, you may spend attack equal to her attack to wound her and rescue bystanders. So kind of the same thing. So I wonder if all his stuff's going to be like that. And then you go, their leader awaits, has challenged the king, staking a claim to the home that he had lost. We have Killmonger. He's only 4 victory points, which is smaller than... the only other one that's that small is J. Jonah Jameson. Because I think Arcade's even 5 or something. I could be wrong. So while Killmonger has more than 0 attack, you cannot fight him. Instead, you must spend attack equal to his attack to wound him, and you get +1 recruit. And then his mouse track is each player must reveal 4 different hero classes or gain 1 of the wounds on Killmonger. Any player who can't must discard down to 4 cards. And then Killmonger, along with Prey and Malice, aren't fought the same way other characters. Instead, attack is you spend attack equal to their attack in order to wound them and bring their attack value down. In Killmonger's case, you must spend 5 attack, then 4, then 3, and so on until he's a 0. Wounding them this way is not considered a fight, or the sake of certain effects. You only gain their listed positive effect when you wound them, not when you fight them. So, in like this case, right, you want to wound him, and you have a wound in your hand. You would spend the attack. It's like getting rid of like a bystander, like a human shield or a hidden witness. You're not spending it to recruit or a fight, so you can still discard wounds from your hand. So actually, that's nice too, because if you get them for whatever reason, you also are able to progress for defeating a villain or mastermind without having, and still being able to get a wound, because you're not going to be able to fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. I'm really excited about this. So, Killmonger is our new mastermind, or first mastermind. So who do we think the second one will be? Will it be Namor? We've got Wakanda Forever coming, and Namor's our antagonist. Presumably. It may not be him. Just maybe at first. And then with that being said, I think after this set comes out, and maybe after the Black Widow set, it may be time to redo a bunch of the MCU stuff. Because all they've been doing is giving us MCU stuff. So it may be time to revisit the Infinity Saga and redo some playthroughs, kind of update them to be more in line with the cards that we have available. So I'm sure you guys want to see that. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'm excited for the set. As soon as we get it, we'll do an unboxing for it. That may, if it like releases on Wednesday at Miniature Market and they ship it to me same day, I'll either get it Thursday or Friday. If not, I'll get it Saturday. If not, Sunday, because sometimes I get delivered on Sunday. It kind of just depends on when they get it in stock, when they get it shipped to me. It takes a day or two usually from when it ships to get to me, because it's in St. Louis and I'm in Kansas City. But as soon as we get it, we'll throw it out. We'll take a look at it. And yeah, no playthrough this week. Sorry, guys. But I'll see you guys next week with Thor, Love, and Thunder playthrough. And yeah, maybe if you guys, and let me know if you guys want to see, like, do you guys want to see me talk about the Comic-Con stuff and the MCU stuff? Do you guys want to just have me kind of just give my random thoughts over the lineup that they showed? And stuff like that. If you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, that wouldn't be a lot of effort in terms of like me getting stuff out to make a playthrough and doing all that stuff. We can just talk about it if you guys want to have that discussion. So if you guys are interested in that, I can do that for Friday's video if you guys want to see it. So just let me know. If you guys just want to see playthroughs, I'm sure that's fine too. Just let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and bye-bye.